Howdy from colorful Colorado. Good afternoon, pilgrims. It's snowing here. Would you believe it? We've got snow finally in Colorado. Who would have thunk of it? And I'm getting ready to go out and metal detect. And I'll tell you what, the first thing you gotta do before you can go metal detecting, and that is shovel the sidewalks. So as you can see, I already got that done. And I can't load a metal detector in the car without my partner being ready to go. That's Gator back there. Hey Gator, Gator! Well, he ain't paying no mind, but we're going metal detecting. And that's what this video is all about today. Now, one of the things you get to do before you can go metal detecting is get rid of snow on the windshields, because you got to be able to see where you're going. Otherwise, you don't know where the gold is. As you can see, we got a couple of inches of snow here. So here we are shoveling off the car. I'll tell you what, mister, you can't go anywhere if you can't see where you're going. Here we go. We're supposed to get about 6 inches of this white fluffy stuff. You notice how fluffy that is? That's called Colorado champagne right there. It's powdery snow, and that's what people come out here for during ski season, is they're looking for that powder. And we got to go around the other side. So here we are on our way. Now, this side didn't get as much because it all sort of blew right over the top. There's my finger in the way. How do you like that? Here we go. A little bit here, a little bit there. And then we get the other side of the windshield. Gotta make sure we got them wiper blades clear. Otherwise, make sure they ain't stuck too. That one's loose, that one's loose. Gotta have the rear view mirrors squared away. Good. So I think we're ready to get out now, start the engine and go metal detecting. Okay, pilgrims, I've arrived at a location where I have found gold before. And wherever you find gold before is a good place to look for gold again. So here we are, out in the snowfields of Aurora, looking to find some gold today. Since I busted up my knee and I'm gonna have surgery to repair a couple of tore up menisci, this is where I'm relegated to hunting. You'll notice that these got wood chips on here, and wood chips make for easy recovery. And if you've only got one knee working right, well, it's kind of helpful to make it as easy as you can on yourself. Meanwhile, with all the snow coming, and snow that's already down, how do you prepare your metal detector to hunt in snow conditions when it's still snowing? Well, right here is my idea of a detector cover. And what you have there is a sandwich bag, and it's a tight fit going over the pod on my detector. But as you notice, there's a plastic bag on there covering my pod from any kind of moisture. It's kind of a cheap way to get her done, but it gets the job accomplished. Okay, looks like I've got a signal right here. Notice how close I am to that post, but what I'm hearing is a separate signal from that. And it looks like to be a quarter according to the meter. So I'm going to go in and get that. I'm going to put that over, take my probe, and on the MXT Pro, you can, on the MXT Pro, you can go ahead and lock the trigger in the forward position, and it stays in pinpoint. And there is that quarter right there, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that puppy up, put it in my pocket, and go on my way. On a day like today, I'm not going to cover all of this wide open territory that we have here. I'm mainly going to stick to the high traffic areas because the snow I don't know if you can see this very well, but that snow is starting to come down hot and heavy, or cold and heavy as the case ought to be. And there's just not that much time I'm going to want to be out here. The last thing I need is to be catching a cold to delay surgery any further than it has been. You can see where I've been leaving tracks all around areas where kids are going to be, where there's a lot of traffic, and I'm about ready now to turn around. This is a huge tot lot, by the way. As I turn around, you can see that I've got a whole lot more territory that I could search. However, for today, since I'm running out of batteries, I'm fixing to just go ahead and leave it with the primary areas, and if I get lucky and find some gold or silver, that's all I need out of life. Okay, amigos, got me a signal here. I'm going to lock the trigger in the forward position. And look at there. Looks like we got a ring right there. Reach down, pick that up, and let's kick a little of that dust out of there. Yeah, turns up. Oh, howdy again, folks. It is sure getting cold out here. We're looking at about 23 degrees and a 10-mile wind. Put the wind index down to feels like maybe 15 degrees, okay? And the snow just keeps coming. And I'm tending to shiver a little bit, sorry about that. Meanwhile, I have decided to brave the land of Mordecai. I've come into Mordecai's territory. I'm fixing to do some hunting over here, hopefully find some good stuff. Okay, once again, I'm getting a quarter signal out of the ground right here. And I just sort of sweep a little bit with my coil, get down to the earth. Just a word about snow hunting. You see how that snow is all packed up on my coil? The way to avoid that, and I should have thought of it earlier, is to put a little turtle wax on the coil. And if you live in ski country like I do, the best thing to get is the actual ski wax that folks use when they go skiing, because you don't want 10 pounds of snow stuck to your skis like what's stuck to my coil right now. So once again, I'm going to switch over to my DX1 probe and put the trigger in the forward position. And unfortunately, I got to do it again. And now I'm going to go ahead and try and get me my... And there it is. Got your quarter right there. See it? If you do, oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to put that in my pocket. Go on.
Yes.
Okay, so we got back from the land of Mordecai without being attacked by Mordecai. And I got a little bit of stuff. It wasn't much, but then again, I wasn't out very long. I didn't get any silver and I didn't get any gold, but I did get some peculiarities. I ran out of battery life on my camera just as I found this particular ring. It's a cheesy little ring. It isn't worth nothing. But that's what it was that I found that ended up getting cut off because I ran out of battery. Next, I got a Canadian dime here. There's a Canadian dime. And that's always leaving me wondering how these things get here since Canada ain't around these parts. And then, oddly enough, I found a penny, a wheat penny. I believe this one's dated 1941. A nice little wheat penny. And when my friend X-Squid came out here from Indiana, he asked me, do you ever find a wheat penny or wheat pennies on tot lots? The answer is yeah, and he went home, I believe, with 1 or 2, and I found one today. I normally try to pay attention to where it came from. I didn't today because it was cold out. 23 degrees with a wind of 12 miles an hour. That makes a real bad wind chill index for human flesh exposed to this stuff. Finally, I got this flattened penny. I found flattened pennies before, but this one's kind of unique considering it came from Alcatraz. Alright, well there's my spiel, and I just wanted to close with saying that I'll be on the American Detectorist Forum. If you want to get a hold of me or see what I'm doing, I'm on the American Detectorist Forum. It's a heck of a forum. It's about the best one on the internet. If you ain't there, you ain't fully a detectorist as far as I'm concerned. The American Detectorist, a great forum run by great people, and they take care of their folks. Get on there. I've left other forums that have left me sort of with a bad taste in my mouth. This forum is a great forum, and I'd recommend it for anybody out there swinging a detector. Well, that's about it for now. Adios and hasta luego.